All right, let's now go through this question here. So this is reducing now multiple activities. So sometimes further time savings can be made by reducing multiple activities. There may or may not be additional restrictions to consider in the context of the question. So example 4, a school is building a new library. The separate stages required for construction and the separate stages required for construction and the number of weeks taken to complete them are shown in the directed network below. Here it is. So it's asking what's the earliest start time for stage F, what's the minimum time it will take. So all these questions need to be answered by doing a forward and backward scan. So you start at time 0 and then you forward scan. So this is going to become 3. This will become 3 plus 2 is 5. This will become 3. This will become 5. This will become 5 plus 4 is 9. My bigger number here is 5. 5 plus 5 is 10. My bigger number here is 10. 10 plus 5 is 15. 3 plus 6 is going to be 9. 9 plus 3 is going to become 12. This is now 15. So that means my minimum completion time for this to be completed is 15. Then I'm going to do my backward scan by getting a red pen and going backwards. So 15 minus 5 will be 10. 15 minus 3 will be 12. 12 minus 6 will be 6. 6 minus... I need to go backwards. 10 minus 5 will be 5. 10 minus 4 will be 6. 6 minus 5 will be 1. 5 minus 2 will be 3. 5 minus... And then 3 is my smaller number. 3 minus 3 will be 0. 5 minus 3 will be 2. That means my critical path here is going to be 0, 0, 3, 3, 5, 5, 10, 10, 15, 15. What is the earliest start time for stage F? The earliest start time for stage F. All right, here's stage F. The earliest start time for stage F is going to be this 5 right here. So 5 will be my answer there. What is the minimum time it will take to build the library? It will take 15. So that's taken just from there. What is the critical path? The critical path is A, E, F, I. A, E, F, I. What is the float time for stage H? Where's stage H? Here's stage H. It's going to be 12 minus 9, which is 3. So remember just that number minus that number. Then we get to our crashing questions. If the overall time of the project was to be reduced, which stages would reduce the overall completion time if shortened in isolation? So remember, for this to occur, you're just looking at all your critical activities. So it's going to be A, E, F, and I. So all your critical activities are the ones that are going to reduce them. All right, then it says, if stage A was reduced to 2 weeks and stage F was also reduced to 2 weeks, what would be the new critical path and the new minimum completion time for the project? So we're reducing A and we're reducing F to 2 weeks. So let's come up here. Here's A, we're reducing it to 2 weeks. And here's F, where's F? We're reducing it to 2 weeks. So having now done that, we're going to ask ourselves, all right, what is the total reduction now in what's going to occur here? Now, notice what it says. If stage A was reduced by 2 weeks and stage F was reduced to 2 weeks, what would be the new critical path? A new critical path is going to emerge here, people. So that means we need to do another forward and backward scan here to figure out what this new critical path is going to be. So this is where, if you're in an exam or a SAC situation, things can come really quite messy here because we've already filled in all our numbers here, and now we need to do another forward and backward scan. So let's just try our best. Let's try to keep things as clean as possible as we're doing it. So what I might do is I might just grab another shade of green to do my forward scan here. So here's another shade of green, and I'm going to do a forward scan. So it's going to be 2 now, because this is now 2. 2 plus 6 is 8. And then I'll go 2 plus 2 is 4. This will become, that stays as 3. This will become 5. 5 plus 4 is 9. 4 is my bigger number. 4 plus 2 will be 6. This will be 2 plus 6 is 8. We already said that. 8 plus 3 is going to be 11. This will be 6 plus 5, which is also going to be 11. So that means, now have I done that correctly? Yes. Oh, sorry. No. Whoopsie daisy. Sorry, my bad. Circle the bigger number. 9 is the bigger number. 9 plus 5 is 14. So that means it's now going to take 14 minutes to complete this thing. So I think it asked us for a new time, the new minimum completion time. So the new time is going to be 14. So that was just by doing a new critical path there. And now we need to do a backward scan. So let's just grab a pink here because that's similar to a red. And let's go backwards now, starting at this 14 here. So I would go 14 minus 3. What's 14 minus 3? 14 minus 3 is going to be 11. Then I would go 11 minus 6. That's going to be 5. Then I'm going to go 14 minus 5, which will be 9. 9 minus 2. 9 minus 2. What's 9 minus 2? 9 minus 2 will be 7. 7 minus 2 will be 5. 7 minus 3 will be 4. 9 minus 4 will be 5. 5 minus 5 will be 0. So now we've got a new critical path emerging here. It's going to be 0, 0, 5, 5. Then it will be 9, 9, and then all the way through there. So now it's going to be C, D, I. That's going to be the new critical path. And, you know, if nothing else, hopefully you can see that that's a messy thing to do, isn't it? The new path. So new path is C, D, I. And then I'll write the new time is 14. And that's it. That's how you do it. So the new path, the new time, a bit of a messy question there, but hopefully you can see how it is that we've gone about it.